For years, I had been the family's favorite target. Whether it was harmless pranks or teasing remarks, I was always the one they could laugh at. But one day, they pushed it too far. It all started with my sister, Lisa. She came into the room with a mischievous grin. "You're not doing anything, right?" she asked, her voice dripping with that familiar teasing tone. I looked up from my book, confused. "No, why?" She just smiled and walked away, but I didn't think much of it. Little did I know, my family was planning something. Later that evening, my dad casually told me that the car had broken down and needed to be checked. Without hesitation, I agreed to go outside and investigate. But as soon as I stepped outside, I knew something was off. The car was perfectly fine. I glanced back at the window, where I could hear muffled laughter. They'd set me up. Again. At that moment, I snapped. I was tired of being the fool. I decided I wasn't going to take it anymore. The next morning, I woke up early, a plan already forming in my mind. I carefully deflated one of the car tires, making sure it would look like it had just gone flat. Then, I waited. When my family came outside later, I pretended to examine the car with exaggerated concern. "Looks like the tire's flat," I said, playing the role of the concerned son. My dad raised an eyebrow, confused. "Are you sure?" he asked, his tone laced with suspicion. I feigned helplessness. "I don't know, it was fine last night." Lisa, who was standing nearby, couldn't contain her laughter. "You're kidding, right?" I smiled inwardly. The joke was on them now. I didn't scramble to fix it. Instead, I stood there calmly, watching them panic. Eventually, my parents realized they'd been outsmarted. They had no idea how to react. The tables had turned, and for once, I wasn't the punchline. Later that night, they came to me, clearly remorseful. My dad scratched the back of his head. "You got us good. We didn't mean for it to go that far." "We were just having some fun," my mom added, guilt written all over her face. Lisa, too, looked embarrassed. "I didn't think you'd actually do something like that." I shrugged, a smirk forming on my face. "Maybe you should think twice before pranking me again." From that moment on, my family learned their lesson. They had pushed me too far, and I had shown them what it felt like to be the victim. The revenge was sweet, and it tasted even better knowing that I wasn't the one left standing in the cold this time.